Imagine a man famed for unmatched agility, known for his grace in the boxing ring, suddenly reduced to fighting for his health after a bizarre encounter with a wrestler. This is the story of Muhammad Ali, the heavyweight champion who, in 1976, stepped into the ring not with another boxer, but with the professional wrestler Antonio Inoki. What transpired that summer reshaped not only Ali's career, but also the world of combat sports. As the excitement built, people questioned whether it would be a light-hearted exhibition or a legitimate battle, and the stakes grew higher. Ali, fresh off his peak fame, agreed to a match that many believed was simply a publicity stunt, though he saw it as a chance to explore new territory. This fight was unlike any other in his illustrious career, a crossing of worlds that would challenge conventions and expectations. As Ali prepared for an unprecedented challenge, fans around the globe anticipated the unexpected, curious about how a legendary boxer would fare against a skilled grappler. The match set the stage for a spectacle that went beyond the ring, intertwining the destinies of two icons, each representing their respective sports. Would the world's greatest boxer triumph over a wrestler? The stage was set for an intriguing showdown, one that promised to leave a lasting impact on both Ali's legacy and the future of mixed combat sports. The strange match setup. In the summer of 1976, Muhammad Ali found himself at a crossroads, 8 months after a legendary showdown against Joe Frazier, and the boxing world sat in eager anticipation, as he agreed to a bout that would forever alter his legacy. Instead of facing another boxer, Ali prepared to step into the ring against a professional wrestler, Antonio Inoki. This unconventional matchup was orchestrated by New Japan Pro Wrestling, and it was shrouded in uncertainty, creating a buzz that captivated fans globally. The fight's promotion sparked debates on whether it would be a lighthearted exhibition or a serious battle, with both fighters possessing unique skill sets and fans speculating on the legitimacy of the contest. Ali, known for his speed and agility, was intrigued by the challenge of a mixed-rules fight, fulfilling a long-held curiosity about how a top boxer would fare against a wrestler. However, despite concerns voiced by his camp, including trainers and promoters, Ali insisted on moving forward with the event, displaying his trademark confidence. The buildup was electric as negotiations began, with Ali's team securing rules that heavily favored him. Restrictions were placed on Inoki, preventing him from executing traditional wrestling moves like suplexes or submission holds. And as the fight approached, ticket sales skyrocketed, creating an unprecedented spectacle that overshadowed many traditional boxing events. The stakes were high, with expectations soaring, as spectators were eager to see how this strange pairing would unfold. Little did they know, the night would culminate in one of the most bizarre fights in sports history: the contract and negotiations. As the much-anticipated fight between Muhammad Ali and Antonio Inoki approached, the terms and conditions surrounding the match became a focal point of intrigue. Ali's camp, understanding the unique nature of this bout, sought to establish rules that would heavily favor the boxing champion. They negotiated a contract with stipulations that would limit Inoki's usual wrestling maneuvers, resulting in a one-sided agreement. For instance, Inoki was prohibited from executing suplexes, headbutts, or knee strikes below the belt. Furthermore, he was restricted from using open hand strikes or kicking above the waist. The negotiations were intense, as Ali's team emphasized the boxer's prime position, ensuring that the rules heavily leaned towards their advantage. While the fight promised to blend the worlds of boxing and wrestling, Ali insisted on a set of rules that would maintain his fighting style's integrity. The financial aspects also became a considerable point of contention. The purse was substantial, with Ali slated to earn over $6 million, while Inoki would receive around $2 million, a significant sum, but notably less than his illustrious opponent. As the buzz around the fight built momentum, ticket prices skyrocketed, drawing an extraordinary amount of attention. Critics questioned whether this match would be a legitimate contest or merely a spectacle aimed at generating revenue. Regardless, both camps remained committed, eager to secure their share of the spotlight within sports history. The negotiations finalized the framework for a bout that promised excitement and curiosity, despite the growing skepticism surrounding its legitimacy. The fight begins unusually. When the bell rang, Inoki immediately dropped to the mat, kicking Ali's legs to keep the fighter at bay. This unexpected strategy turned the match into a bizarre spectacle. Round after round, Inoki refused to engage in traditional combat, frustrating Ali visibly. The strange tactic led to one of the most monotonous bouts in fight history. Ali, known for his explosive punches, seldom threw a single strike, focusing instead on avoiding Inoki's kicks. As the rounds passed, the restless crowd began to voice their frustration, calling for a real fight. Ali yelled at Inoki, demanding he fight like a man, but Inoki remained flat on the canvas, sticking to his game plan. The fans were caught between disbelief and disappointment. This fight was not living up to the hype. It was rapidly becoming a farce. Ali's quick footwork and famous jabs were relegated to the sidelines, while Inoki's unorthodox, almost comical strategy stole the focus. In the sixth round, Ali finally attempted to grab Inoki's leg, but Inoki countered by tripping him and sitting on his chest. Ali, who had once been an unstoppable force in the boxing ring, was at the mercy of this absurd match. He still chattered away, trying to engage Inoki, but the wrestler was determined to stick to his unusual approach. As Ali waved his arms in frustration, the fight limped onward, with Inoki continuing to kick. In this surreal showdown, the crowd was left wondering whether they were witnessing a legitimate sport or just a poorly executed performance art. The brutal aftermath on Ali's body. Though the fight ended in a draw, the physical toll it took on Muhammad Ali was devastating. Ali's legs were battered and damaged, suffering from repeated kicks that left him with severe injuries. He developed 2 blood clots from Inoki's hitting feet, and Ali's health deteriorated significantly following the match. He was bleeding from the legs, recalled promoter Bob Arum. This injury was not just a minor setback. It almost led Ali to face amputation. Ali's doctor warned that a serious infection had set in, jeopardizing his overall health. This was not merely a slap on the wrist for the boxing champion. Ali had endured a significant amount of punishment throughout his career, but this particular encounter would prove to be one of the most damaging. Doctors had begun advising him as early as 1975 that he needed to retire, citing severe concerns over brain and kidney damage. But Ali continued to fight, his determination often overriding their warnings. When he finally sought medical attention after the fight, he spent weeks recovering in a Los Angeles hospital. Even after this significant health scare, Ali refused to slow down, opting instead to continue his rigorous training and exhibition matches across Asia. The brutal nature of the encounter with Inoki left a lasting impact. Ali never fully recovered from the injuries sustained, affecting his performance in subsequent fights. Though he won some after, it was clear that Ali had lost a step. He would never again achieve the same level of prowess that once made him the greatest. This brutal aftermath marked a turning point, both for his health and for the way the boxing world would view the crossover between different combat sports. Legacy and reflections. The unusual 1976 fight between Muhammad Ali and Antonio Inoki may not have garnered immediate respect, but its ramifications echo through the annals of combat sports history. It was a clash of titans where Ali, the jovial and boastful heavyweight champion, met Inoki, a ground game expert and skilled wrestler. Many viewed this match as a mere spectacle, yet paved the way for mixed martial arts, a sport that now thrives on blending various fighting styles. Ali, in that ring, sought not only to win, but to explore uncharted territory in the realm of combat sports. Each punch he threw could be seen as an inquiry into how effective a boxer could be against an accomplished grappler. Meanwhile, Inoki's tactics, though unconventional, showcased the effectiveness of wrestling techniques against a legendary boxer. This fusion of styles would become central to MMA's evolution, as fighters from diverse backgrounds began to enter the octagon. Years later, Ali and Inoki would reflect on their bout with respect and camaraderie, transforming a once contentious rivalry into a friendship that transcended the ring. The fight also served as a warning for Ali's health, as the physical toll it took on him was immense, leading to significant long-term injuries. The repercussions of that bout sparked discussions about fighter safety and the ethics of celebrity matches. While the illustrious careers of both athletes eventually took different turns, their legacy in combat sports catalyzed a paradigm shift in how fights are conducted. No longer were fighters merely pugilists or wrestlers. They emerged as multifaceted athletes, where versatility became essential. The rich storytelling that arose from Ali versus Inoki continues to fuel conversations, many decades later, about the boundaries between sport, performance, and entertainment. The impact on combat sports history. The 1976 match between Muhammad Ali and Antonio Inoki, often dismissed as a mere spectacle, marked a pivotal turning point in combat sports history. This unusual encounter, bridging the worlds of boxing and professional wrestling, introduced audiences to the concept of mixed martial arts long before it became a mainstream phenomenon. Inoki's unconventional strategy of kicking from the ground challenged Ali in ways that traditional boxing matches never could, leading to discussions about the effectiveness of various combat styles against one another. This fight piqued the interest of fans, leading them to question and explore the differences between striking and grappling disciplines. Furthermore, the event highlighted how different martial arts could coexist and compete, foreshadowing the eventual rise of MMA as a dominant force in the fight world. As promoters began to recognize the potential for crossover matches, other athletes and sports organizations began to follow suit. The fight's aftermath also exposed the physical toll on athletes, encouraging a dialogue about players' safety and health in all combat sports. Decades later, the establishing of organizations like the UFC, which embraced the blend of various fighting styles, owes much to the groundwork laid by that historic bout. By showcasing the capabilities and limitations of different martial arts disciplines in a competitive context, the Ali Inoki match ultimately helped pave the way for modern mixed martial arts, ensuring that fighters from diverse backgrounds could finally compete at the highest levels. Today, the influence of that 1976 confrontation is evident in how combat sports continue to evolve, showcasing a blend of techniques that was once unimaginable. In reflecting on the extraordinary and controversial match between Muhammad Ali and Antonio Inoki, it becomes clear that this event was not just a mere spectacle, but a pivotal moment in the history of combat sports. This unusual bout, characterized by mixed styles and unpredictable strategies, laid the groundwork for what would ultimately evolve into modern mixed martial arts, a sport that now encompasses a diverse range of fighting disciplines. Ali, known for his incredible boxing prowess and charismatic personality, took a significant risk by stepping into the ring with a wrestler, challenging not only himself, but also the perceptions held by fans and critics alike. The aftermath of the match, marked by physical consequences for Ali, served as a stark reminder of the dangers inherent in athletic competition, regardless of the sport. Yet, beyond the injuries, this encounter fostered a complex relationship between two seemingly disparate worlds of boxing and wrestling, showcasing their intertwined fates in the realm of entertainment. Years later, the reconciliation between Ali and Inoki, as they acknowledged one another's contributions to their respective sports, further underscores how this singular event transcended its immediate implications. The legacy of their fight continues to spark curiosity and debate, captivating audiences decades after its occurrence. Ultimately, their match was a testament to the evolution of combat sports, illustrating how unexpected clashes can lead to groundbreaking developments and shape the future of athletic competition. Through their controversial encounter, Ali and Inoki not only challenged each other, but also redefined the very nature of what it means to compete, paving the way for future generations of fighters.